Man having
Bad people.
jewelry and having a car does not mean that he can support you, because there's certain.
Whoever was born and raised in London knows exactly what she's talking about. London has to be the hardest place in order to live life like a financially literate person. There's a cost of living crisis going on. Most people can't afford bills, can't afford rent. But if you step outside, all you're going to see is people driving Range Rovers, Mercs, BMWs, people looking like they're living life. And now, when people have such an image-driven lifestyle, it proposes problems and is something that isn't sustainable at all. Now, a few years ago, I actually was at the Porsche dealership and I was going to purchase a Porsche. And I remember, again, bad decision, by the way. And I remember having a conversation with my boy about it as I left the dealership. I was like, yeah, I really like this car. This is amazing. I'm going to grab this. And he said something so straightforward and simple. He said, bro, you can't be driving a Porsche and living in the ends and living in the ghetto and living at your mom's yard. And that was actually facts, and I really appreciate that advice because it really made me look into that sort of perspective of, can I actually afford this? The mistake that so many young people make early on when it comes to buying nice cars, buying jewelry, living that sort of fast lifestyle is they're able to do that because they don't have much responsibilities. When you got more financial responsibilities, you got less disposable income to just spend on yourself. I then made a very important decision. I decided to get a Corsa on a company car scheme, an opportunity that I had with very low monthly payments, and it was no hassle at all. And a lot of people are actually thinking, that's a bit strange. And I could have been driving a Porsche at the time instead of a Corsa. Now, I was actually getting comments like, has Murad gone broke? He used to drive nice cars and now he's been driving a Corsa for the past 3 years. What's going on? All of these sort of comments, right? Now, I didn't actually go broke. I wasn't unemployed, and people that thought that my life was going really badly and I used to drive nice cars, they were actually totally wrong. I didn't go broke. The kid just got smarter. And then now I'm in a position where I drive a really nice car and I could pretty much get a lot of different luxury cars without worrying about my financial responsibilities or stability. There will be a time in your life where you can enjoy nice things in a comfortable way. Don't be getting a flashy car just because you live with your parents. If it's not something sustainable where you could pay your rent, pay all your bills, and that luxury be something extra on top that you have access to, please be smarter and wise before you trap yourself in a certain position. If I actually got that Porsche a few years ago, I probably would have had to prolong the really important things in my life and I would have missed out on some great opportunities. I wouldn't have been able to invest in my learning as much. I wouldn't have been able to move out earlier. I wouldn't have been able to travel as much as I did and where I learned so much. So, guys, get smarter.